guys been noticing that Hollywood has been tripping over itself to turn book series into TV shows since the success of Game of Thrones? The latest announcements I saw were that ABC is making Little Women into a modern adaptation, and Netflix is doing a series of unfortunate events. Any other ones I'm missing? Of course, this could either be a wonderful thing if it's done well, or it could rip my heart out if it doesn't. Any votes on which way we'll go with these? Alright, let's talk about paranormal, the Old West, and sci-fi romance. So, you know how I went on a binge on the paranormal romance Kate Daniels series in October? Well, I completed that binge with Magic Dreams, the novella between the 4th and 5th books. This one is about Jim, the spy master, and Dally, the legally blind street racer. It was cute. This whole series is great. I did decide to take a break on this series after this one though, because I didn't want to burn out on it. I fully expect when I do get around to picking up number 5 to again have the urge to binge on it though. Fun fact, did you know that Alona Andrews is actually a pseudonym for a husband and wife writing team? She's Russian and he's a former US Army sergeant. Born of Ice, the 3rd book in the sci-fi romance series, The League by Sherilyn Kenyon. This is one of my favorite sci-fi romance series. Now this one in particular has plot holes you could drive pretty much anything through, like ridiculously sized plot holes. But I don't really think you read something like this for the logical integrity. One of the things I find interesting about the series is that the books are multi-generational. In earlier books we saw the stories of the generation above the one in this book, which is rare for a romance series. I think romance authors have this illusion that romantic heroes should remain suspended in time, and to see them grow older would somehow ruin all the magic for us simple readers. It doesn't. I liked it. True to the Law, Book 2 in the Old West romance series Bitter Springs by Joe Goodman. This one is about a private detective who is hired to track down our leading lady, which leads him to her in this little town of Bitter Springs. This is one of the few Old West romance series I like, but this specific book was practically incoherent, and the characters didn't react to certain events quite believably. There were a lot of things I was like, nah, that would have upset you a tad bit more than it seems to have, which, if the characters consistently didn't react to upsetting events, could be called an aspect of their temperament. But no, sometimes they would get really upset, and then other things which I might say should have upset them more were like, whatevs. Weird book. Hopefully it's an anomaly for the series. True Colors, a novella in the paranormal romance series Elder Races, which slot in after book 3. I'm hit or miss on this series. Book 3 of this series was a miss for me, but this novella was really cute and goes in the hit pile. Alice is a school teacher who finds the body of her friend, and Rael, I don't know how to say that, is the supernatural detective on the case. They see each other and bam, immediately know they're mated. They were really great characters. I hope we see more of them in future books. So what books would you vote be turned into a TV series? Let's assume that it's done by an amazing set of producers and has an amazing writer and is done perfect justice. What books do you think would lend themselves well to serialized television content?